right. And now the sound pitchers and catchers report as well. And so we're here now. State of the franchise. So we're going to find out today. Couple things real quick. As well for the Orioles. Jackson Holiday, we talked about it a little bit already. Jackson Holiday is now going to be out. They're calling it the hammer bone. It's like hand bone as well. So it's kind of like right here. If you look at your hand, like the thumb, like inside the pinky. It's right there when I looked it up there. So that's where his hand is. Jackson's probably not going to be, is definitely not going to be there at the beginning of the season. Francisco Lindor is there as well. Tomo Sagano pitched for the Orioles last year as well, signed with Colorado. So that kind of rounds that out as well. Good luck to him in Colorado as well. But the state of that franchise. And look at the cover there. Our Orioles new manager, Craig Abernathy. Definitely check it out. Ravori Sports Blogspot. We talked about 25 things, storylines going into the season. So let's summarize this as we start spring training. Before we start our spring training reports, end of last year, Mike Elias, even though he neglected to tell us, is going to be the guy still at the head. This is year 7 for Elias. He hired Craig Abernathy as managers who will bring experience, clubhouse leadership. This is his first time as a manager. Who's on the staff with him? Craig Abernathy, Drew French is back. Also, too, Buck Britton is back. So that's good. So those are guys are holdovers from Brandon Hyatt and the organization as well. Dustin Lin, Donnie Eckler, Jason Burgos, definitely first base, hitting, bench, respectively, to join them. That's the right thing. Give the manager every opportunity to build his own staff. That's absolutely the right thing. Absolutely give him a chance to go ahead and build his own staff, build his own crew as well. What happened? Who went out the door? Gary Sanchez, we just found out he just signed today as well. Alec Jackson is gone. Grayson Rodriguez, Grayson Rodriguez signed with the Angels, trade for Jason Ward as well. Jorge Mateo, signed with the Braves a few weeks ago. Dylan Carlson also not back after 2025. More importantly, what's coming in? Taylor Ward signed with the Orioles from the Angels as well. Interesting that they gave up Grayson as well, but this is a guy who's productive, 36 home runs. Pete Alonso, the best signing free agent signing the Orioles have made in about the last 16, 17 years. Maybe you got to go back to Roberto Alomar, even better than outstanding. Getting a guy in his prime, Pete Alonso as well. Ron Helsey will be in the bullpen. I think is your ninth inning guy as well. So we're not going to have Felix Bautista, I don't think, at least most of the year. Helsey is going to take over in the ninth inning. Andrew Kittredge is back. Shane as well after going to the Cubs for the last 2 months. Orioles reacquired him. Shane Baz is here from the offseason as well. Traded 4 prospects to get him. Lena Tavares and Peyton Ellis as well as acquisitions as well. Top prospects. Interesting. Sam Basayo, Dylan Beaver, they don't even feel like prospects to me. They played last year. They were outstanding. I think they're going to be given every opportunity. I think Beavers is going to be your right fielder. Be interesting to see what happens with Tyler O'Neill. Basayo, I think he should stand to be the DH as well. I think that's kind of the way it looks, at least so far as well. Nate George, I think, is leapfrog. Enrique Bradfield is the top outfield prospect in the Orioles organization. Bradfield, man, I was looking at Glenn Clark's show. They were killing him on there as far as that goes as well. Sorry, I got Bradfield twice. Luis DeLeon, Ike Irish, Vance Honeycutt. Honeycutt struggled a little bit last year. Irish should be interesting to see his first full season as well. DeLeon is definitely somebody you want to keep an eye on as well. Also, too, interesting to see the young pitching prospects, other pitching prospects that come through as well. 5 biggest series of the season. The opener is going to be huge, getting off to a good start. Usually don't put the opener, but I do think that's big to play the Minnesota Twins right off the bat. See how well you do the first week. Obviously, always the Yankees in May. The Yankees. You got to beat the Yankees as well. As good as the Blue Jays are, May 5th through 7th. Blue Jays are going to be tough. Blue Jays went to the World Series last year, and they looked about as any good as any World Series loser I ever saw. They're not going to have Santander this year or Bichette, and Springer's going to be older. So it's interesting to see how well they do. 2 to the post, I think Yankees, Blue Jays. This AL East is going to be very difficult. Dodgers is always big. I still think they're the best team in the MLB. I don't think there's any question about that. They got Kyle Tucker in the offseason, for God's sake, as well. Phillies is going to be interesting, guys. Fans coming up from I-95 to go ahead and watch the Phillies as well. That'll be interesting to see there. To me, those are the 5 I think are the biggest ones that we look at. 5 biggest storylines. How will Abernathy do in his first season as manager? We're going to find out, too, is Craig Abernathy the manager or is it Mike Elias? Let's see how he does analytically. Let's see how he does with the decision-making. Let's see how he does with the locker room. Those are huge things as well. A lot of pressure on Hyde last year. Is it going to look different with a new manager? So definitely you have your new manager. Can Pete Alonso have an MVP season? I don't think there's any doubt about it. I think Alonso was fantastic last year. I think Alonso getting him with Gunnar Henderson as well. You're not going to have Jackson Holiday at the start, but getting Pete Alonso, I think is a huge deal. Absolutely huge. How will Samuel Basallo do after the contract extension? Look, talk all you want about Adley Rutschman. They made their choice. I mean, I'm sure Michael Elias would say different, as coy as he is. They would say, oh, no. You don't pay a guy the money you're paying him. It'll be interesting to see. So this is their guy going forward. You pay him 8-year extension. You've made your opportunity. This is going to be your catcher going forward. Maybe not right at the start this year. So that's the thing. Gunnar Henderson, is he going to return to form? I think so. I think Gunnar was hurt a lot last year. I think there were some extenuating circumstances around it. I would say Gunnar was not as good. I don't go for the fact that people out there that are saying Gunnar was as good. No, he wasn't. Do I think he returned to form? Yes. Especially with Alonso there. That matters. So there's no more. I did see a lot of, especially when it became clear that Adley wasn't there, not the same. They were pitching around him a lot. You're not going to do that now. You're going to have to pitch to Gunnar Henderson for sure. And you're doing all this. You're bringing in Abernathy. You're getting Pete Alonso. You're bringing up these prospects. Can you get back to the playoffs? This is a playoff contending team for sure. There's no question about it. The problem is you're in a very tough division. So I think you're going to need one of these teams possibly not to be as good as you think. So that's the thing. The Yankees, are they going to be as good? The Red Sox made some moves. The Braves are always seem to pull a rabbit out of a hat. We'll see. Can one of these teams actually be not as good? And can the Orioles be better? I think the Orioles for sure will be better as well. So we'll see. All right. Thank you guys for watching as well. Thank you for watching the Ravori Sports Podcast. Like and subscribe to all of our social media content.
You tell me this. I don't know what I'm. No.